So some Aston Villa fans are going at Leon Bailey, and I do see one and two Reggae Boyz fans laughing at Leon Bailey. Why? Apparently, he was double substituted. But really? Welcome back, people, to MG Sports TV. Thank you very much again for tuning in. Between all of this chaos, I'm a little bit concerned, and maybe through the video you'll hear the true concern about it, the true concern that I have. All right, so welcome back, people, to the MG Sports TV. Thank you very much again for tuning in. Really, really appreciate it. So hopefully, guys are doing good. Now, Aston Villa played against Bayern Munich. They actually defeated Bayern Munich 1-0. That's actually a good result. Very, very good result for them. Can see that Aston Villa really doing some good stuff so far in the league. But we're not here to only speak about Aston Villa. We're here to speak about Leon Bailey and what's the situation with Leon Bailey. Now, let me talk about the details. I didn't watch the game. More watch highlights. Jacob Ramsey came off in the 27th minute of the game, and Leon Bailey was the first substitute in. Normally, Leon Bailey start. I think the player named Philogene started over Leon Bailey. Is it Philogene? I think Philogene. Yeah. Jaden Bides, Philogene Bides, started in place of Leon Bailey, normally, you know. And the first question is, interesting. The first eyebrow raiser, you're like, all right, is he here to step in the place? But no. After researching, found out that Liam was actually not fully fit. Remember, just recently he came back from a timeout, but he's not fully fit. He picked up a knock in training. Now, the performance that he had when he came on in the 27 minutes was not necessarily best. Not a lot of tracking back. Because they people, you know, there you go. You're going to see the highlight reel feed. I think, who did the highlight? There's an highlight on IG. Not IG, sorry, my apologies, on Twitter. And there was complaints of him not tracking back, not giving his full 100. These are the complaints. But alluding to the fact that he's not fully fit, that must have been ideally the situation or the reason why he wasn't giving his 100, because he was not 100. So there's no 100 to give. And this is one of the reasons why I find it kind of strange that the fans were slating him or and kind of joyous about the fact that he was double substituted. I didn't really understand that. And the mere fact that he came on and still tried, the mere fact that he actually came on whilst he's not fully fit goes to show. Even before the game, Unai Emery came out publicly and said that he was not comfortable. Let me tell you what Unai Emery said. He's still been a little bit with some pain, not fit 100%, and we tried to play with him, but he wasn't really feeling comfortable. And that's one of the reasons why he was double substituted. And I find it strange still because, you know, why supporters, these are the English supporters still. These are English supporters. Like, any moment they can see if it, well, I think supporters in general, any moment they can see if you kind of break it down, especially as a player, they will, especially when they don't know. But I do understand some aspect of that, because even before the game, you will know if the players fit or not. And when you see certain aspect of being portrayed at the pitch, you will come to assumptions or a conclusion that, hey, this is not looking good. Why is he on the pitch? All these type of things. But no, in hindsight now, knowing that he was not fully fit, you would get a better understanding of the reason why. The surprise for me is why Unai Emery still opted to put him on. That's not ideal, but maybe at that point in time, he might feel as if, I maybe can go there and put in a good performance. Unfortunately, that's not necessarily the case. But at the end of the day, I wish him a speedy recovery. I do believe that this might impact us, the Reggae Boyz team, because if he's not fully fit, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure if Aston Villa are going to be willing to let him go. And for me personally, the game is in. I want to game I play next week. Next week is the first game. Next week is the first Reggae Boy game. Is it next week or week after? May I find the people? I wonder for next week or week after. It's the 10th. No, the 4th, the 10th and the 14th. The 10th. Alright, so let me see the date. Let me check the calendar. Yeah, next week Thursday. It can be fit by next week Thursday. Can be. But would we really want to risk it versus Nicaragua and Honduras? And these are two teams I strongly believe that we can defeat without Leon Bailey. I know a lot of supporters would want to see Leon Bailey in the squad for those two games, but I don't think it's right for us to risk aggravating the injury, and then we might end up seeing him not playing throughout the season because of that said injury. And then we miss him when the World Cup qualifiers comes back around, which is way more important than these two games. Because at the end of the day, World Cup is the main target, or the main aim. So it's a sticky situation. I do believe that you will find supporters who will say he'll be okay by then, because that's their assumption. I'm going based off the information that is at hand, that is not fully fit, and for him to not start, but also come on and come off, that must be an indication that he's trying to work through something. He has like 1 week, just 1 week to really find himself in good shape before we see him in the Reggae Boyz colours. But will that 1 week be enough to get him at a particular level to come and play full 90 minutes? Will the back and front, the travel to and from to Jamaica, back to England, or the to and from Jamaica, Nicaragua, back to Jamaica to play the Honduras game as well, and then now to England back again? I think that's a lot. That's too much on his body. I believe that's too much on his body right now, and we have to protect him. He's actually one of our main assets as a Reggae Boyz. So we have to protect him in whatever way we can, or as best as possible. So for me personally, I don't think I would want to see him being selected. And that's not a case of me being biased or hatred, or that's a case of I want to see him fully fit. I want to see him fully fit before we consider him. And I want to talk about fully fit as in playing multiple games before. We don't want him to come here and make it worse, in which his career is also on the line. Remember, it's a competitive environment that he's in, and has to be training extremely hard. So the 1 week or the 2 week, the 1.5 week or 2 weeks that he won't be playing football for and just doing recovery might be better for him going on. So it's just my opinion. I could be totally wrong about the situation. 100%. I could be 100% wrong about the situation. But let's see how it goes. Tell us what you think in the comment section. I know people are going to say about MG. But the ball have to come, rated T. I think most of you guys, anybody who come in the comment section can tell me, say, load the ball alone, make the ball come play, or the ball have enough time. I don't think we really understand football at the elite level. I think we just speak from a fan's perspective, say, yeah man, the ball are good, man, and by then rated, yeah man, the ball have to come, man. Boy, MG just hit the ball and say, you know, see the ball playing, you know, see the ball like colours. And I think no founder don't really understand the importance of recovery where football is concerned, where footballers are concerned. And this is actually a very good or ideal time for him to recover. It's unfortunate, that he picked up the injury before the qualifier, before the first set of games, international break, and then now for this news to be coming out now. It's very, very unfortunate, 100% unfortunate. But at the end of the day, we still have to protect the player. We have to protect the player. And that's just how I see the game. Anyways, Let's see how this one panned up. So big up on yourself, smash the like button, hit subscribe button. And I'll see you guys again until next time. M3 Sports TV, out. God bless. Boom.